to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will come out first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun. Give on the inside. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. And the Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Aggies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Let's take just a moment to talk about New Mexico State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat about New Mexico State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get...
Turning it on! He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Let's take just a moment to talk about New Mexico State. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to pop the draw. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. They'll get him stopped zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Stanley. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Wants to throw. It's Barber. Finds his big tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The shot that clears will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Touchdown, Coastal! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. Quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
And they did tack on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll try it over the left side. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
To the air on second down. With the catch, it's Stanley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Breaks into the open. Quick step and go. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And the Chanticleer's in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls and fires complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Chanticleers are flying down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Chanticleer. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down in this red zone.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quick completion to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going with the ground game left. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes.
Touchdown, Aggies! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You can go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll throw on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
they dial up on second and a long way to go. Off the play fake. He lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Dropping back, it's Barber. Got his man.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the shot to clear is getting set on 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Takes a hit as he fires. Working the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. A run for the quarterback. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Callaway. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball.
There he goes! Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught behind the line. It's Stanley. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Good timing on the quick out. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. New Mexico State now working from the red zone. On 4th down, going to the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The option look. He'll pitch it. Got room on the return. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. And getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Punts it out of the air. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. New Mexico State lines up quickly. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give out of the gun. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggie!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Firing to the right, complete. The decision to go for two proves to be a good one. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're
turning it on, and he's knocked down.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, we've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
The Chanticleers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Gets the back moving. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have a lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Callaway. And they're able to get him on the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, end-of-the-game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Sure hands, it's Pride. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Callaway. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, they run it right up the middle to try to give their kicker a good angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the kicker, an opportunity to go win the game. The ball's right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Timeout, New Mexico State. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this will be for the win. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That was fun, and it was big time. And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that